Hey, welcome back to my weight loss journey. Today I'm excited to share with you my progress from my 52nd week of doing this. Can't believe it, nearly a year. And it's been an incredible journey for which I'm excited to get back on track. So last week I refocused on tracking my calories and creating a calorie deficit again by being mindful of what I actually put in my body and making healthier choices. And we stepped on the scales and I shed an amazing 3 pound. Blown away, because when I look back on last week it wasn't fantastic. So yep, this actually works. And it does feel amazing to see my efforts paying off again. There's no getting away from it. You know, especially at this stage where I've lost a shed load and it's harder to get those small wins. And when you're not getting the small wins, it makes it harder to motivate yourself to stay on track. So if you've been watching, you know the 2 weeks before both had gains. As such, I'm relieved to get this win. Did you lose anything this week? Why not put a comment below? You know, I'm still at the point where I will answer them, all of them. And if you're proud of what you've done, definitely comment below, because it's nice to tell others, it's nice to get the pat on the back. I've also learned that weight loss isn't really just about the numbers on the scale. It's about adopting a sustainable lifestyle. And calorie counting helps you do that by making you accountable and aware of what you're putting in. And if you're anything like me, there was all sorts of things that would trigger me to overeat. So I'm seeing these things happen and I'm arresting them. So yes, I may still splurge when I stop at the garage for a coffee and it turns out to be a coffee and a chocolate bar. And I might be able to pull that back later, I might not. But the point is, it's always on your phone, you know, it's always there, you always know. And there's always going to be ups and downs. The important thing is to celebrate the ups and acknowledge the downs and take action. You know, I say that it's 365 days in a year. When you count holidays, Christmas, birthdays, let's say 60 of them, you totally mess up. That's still 1 in 6 days you get it wrong. So there's 5 in 6 days you get it right. That's pretty good. And if you've had setbacks or struggled with your weight loss, don't beat yourself up. It happens to us all. The key is to never give up and remember that progress is progress, no matter how small. My weakness lately has been sliding off a bit and saying sod it, and then wrecking the rest of the day. Or worse, in the past I've allowed it to wreck a few days and all of a sudden I'm off my diet. But you know, we've all got weaknesses. What's yours? If you have got a weakness that keeps tripping you up, comment it below. I've been doing this a year, I've got plenty. After a year of getting round some of my weaknesses, I might actually have a tip for you. So what am I going to be up to this week? Well, on Friday, I'm off to Birmingham with my youngest to meet my eldest. And we're going to go around the Digbeth area. That should be fun. No, it's actually gone quite nice down there lately. And we're booked into a restaurant that me and the eldest love and we're introducing the youngest to, called 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒. It is burger heaven, or if you're on a diet it's burger hell, but it's absolutely stunning. So it's going to be a challenging weekend because the following day we're off to London, which means we'll be eating on the go because we're off to see the My Neighbour Totoro play. So yeah, it's going to be junk food all weekend, so it'll be interesting to see what that does to the deficit or non-deficit as I'm guessing. So how was the weekend? Well, it was fun, as you might guess. Food was great, plenty of it. Not such a good idea. I did try to track most of it. And the Totoro play was amazing. It really has transcribed well from a great cartoon to a great stage play. The puppetry was fantastic. Probably not great for someone on a diet, but to console myself, there was 12 miles of walking involved, so it won't have balanced out. But you know what? You've just got to take time out and have fun sometimes. So if anyone's interested, I'll run a couple of shorts at the end when I do that credity thing where I beg you to look at my other videos. And please do. And so let's do the numbers. Well, I was quite surprised that my deficit for the week was 1,751 calories. But I always say on a week that I don't do a deficit of at least 3,000, I'm probably not going to lose weight. But you never know. Wednesdays, well, tomorrow. My daily average was 1,849, which really surprised me because there was quite a few days that I went over. For those of you that are interested, I used to target 1,200 but found that wasn't enough. I now sort of loosely target about 14, knowing there's a bit of a margin for error. and I'm happy if I stay around about 16. On a day I go to the gym, I maybe allow it to go up to 1800, but I am making an effort now to focus on getting more protein in, because my personal trainer tells me that's really important. As you know, I'm a big believer in determining your TDEE, which you can do with many of the online calculators like I have, and it worked out for me. It's 2150 a day to maintain. Now obviously I'm still looking to not maintain, so anywhere below 18 is great, and I'm slightly over this week. If it was earlier in my journey, I would be expecting to lose weight tomorrow, but I'm probably not going to, but we'll see what happens. So tomorrow will actually be the first weigh-in of my second year of doing this, so I might sort of make the episode all about a review of the year, and definitely gonna have to get that horrible yellow t-shirt out again. So all I can say is to anyone who's watched more than one of these, thank you for watching. It counts as support, and that's one of the reasons I do the video. It keeps me accountable. So if you want to keep me thin, please comment, because I then feel like I feel like I'm accountable to someone, because that's the hard thing on this journey, is accountability. But I'm definitely going to say thank you ever so much anyone who's watched, and if you like where I'm going, if you like to just see that, to just watch a middle-aged guy who isn't finding it easy, which might be inspiration for you, because you think, well, I'm not the only one that's struggling. Subscribe, thumbs up, like, comment, just get involved, and let's just say I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching.